Good morning and welcome to Na Hin in Laos. This is actually day 3 of the Thakhek Loop. Today we are heading to Kong Lor, into the middle of the loop, about 40k, and takes you to the famous Laos Kong Lor Cave, which is supposed to be about 8 or 9 kilometres long, and a boat takes you on an hour-and-a-half trip through there. So I'm looking forward to that. It's supposed to be a really lovely place to relax and spend some time. So we're going to actually spend an extra day there tomorrow, potter around the sort of national park and have a look before coming back up out onto the outer loop, back up to Na Hin, and then we're going to visit the Rock. The Rock is a place with zip lines and this crazy kind of walkway between some large casts. After which we'll be heading back to Thakhek for a night before getting a bus onto Vientiane. But for now, we are off to Tam Nam Nom Cave. Easy for me to say. Apparently it is 45 kilometres long, they think, but it's as yet officially unmapped. We walked for about 40 minutes. It just kept going and going. It was just huge. Here's some footage of the cave. Here we are in Tam Nam Nom Cave. Woo.
It's quite chilly.
Big and empty. Nobody here. What do you say? 15k?
45.
45k cave. Mainly unmapped. Well, we're 15 kilometres in now and we've got lost. Claire's battery has run out, but you know, we'll be alright. We'll scrabble our way out. Alright, Claire's just told me if I go ahead and I trip over, she's not coming to get me.
Be careful.
Bye bye, Claire. So we've been walking in the cave now for about half an hour. Still no sign of the water. We're supposed to be reaching a point where the water comes up to our waist, where we think the guy at the front said to turn around. It's a bit creepy. So Claire has had enough of the flies, quite understandably. So she is turning back. So it's just me now in this part of the cave. There's no reason for it to be creepy, but it is a little. So I am going to head on. I don't imagine that it's much further to the water. It's definitely getting wetter. sort of half an hour, 35 minutes in. Difficult to get an idea of just how huge this cave is. So the question is that the bit of water, or do I go on a little bit further? Oh yes, let's go beyond this rock. Let's go beyond this rock. Let's go beyond this rock. Maybe it's just there. And then, yeah. Then your lights go out and the goblins come and get you. Now, I am going to just stop at this rock here. Look at these stones here. They're so pummeled. I'm guessing it's from when there's a massive river that comes gushing through here. Be quite dramatic. Okay, I think this is as far as I am going to go. So probably about 45 minutes in, I suppose. You probably can't make this out, but this is like the river, and it just comes along and drops down here. A big drop, maybe 10-12 foot. I think you've seen enough. Time to turn around. That was fun. So dark. I'll turn the lights out. Give you an idea of just the ambience here. Oh, I've got to keep moving. Too many flies. Well, you stop when the flies really gather up, buzzing around. Forget how far you walk. Always worth timing that. You can just lose all track of time in these sort of places. One thing that's freaked me out, I was in a cave earlier this year and we walked for about 45 minutes, and I came out in the place that I entered. I could not understand because it went in a straight line all the way. Well, it felt like it, obviously not. But it just occurred to me, if you go 45 minutes into a cave like this, sit down for a minute, get disoriented, and then get back up and carry on walking back, and start walking back, and you start walking the wrong way, well, yeah, it's kind of scary. Do you then turn back, or do you carry on walking? I don't know. It's a scary thought. Right, that's it. I'm gonna head back. All good. Yeah. Fly soup. Okay, turn the video off. See you at the other side. I think I just saw the flash of a light somewhere and just... No. Maybe that's wishful thinking. God knows. Anyway, no sign of Claire yet. Until let's not be too far now from the entrance. And I shall crack on. Well, there's a relief, isn't it? Look at that. Light. Well, a bit hot and clammy, but I'm very pleased to say that I found the entrance. I found Claire. That's, tell you what, that's good value for money for, I think it cost £1.05 to come here. Yeah, it's very impressive. Worth a visit before more people like me can then spoil it. They are building some sort of bungalows outside the cave, so I expect it is going to get more touristy. everything's so cheap and everything's done on the cheap because they don't have much money. Things like what we just passed, it's an engine of a tractor that's attached to a trailer. Who needs the rest of a tractor? It's so much cheaper than Thailand. It's another world from Thailand. Good morning, it's day 4 and I've just spent a whole day in Kong Lor after riding from Na Hin, and it's really beautiful, very peaceful here. Feels like there were 30 tourists in the whole area. A few more in Kong Lor Cave itself, which was very impressive. So was Kong Lor Cave worth the visit? It cost about 200,000 kip each, which is about £10, something like that, which I don't think's bad. Apparently all the locals share the money between the guides and the people running the booths and all that sort of stuff and maintaining the boat, so that's cool. They take you for 5 minutes along the riverbank, and then you get in the boat actually just in the entrance of the cave, and then they'll stop at a couple of spots they've illuminated, which are really, really amazing. I mean, the stalactites are massive. So for that alone, it was worth it. And then they carry on right the way through, where you can stop for a little bit, buy a drink or whatever. You make it all this way, it'd be rude not to do Kong Lor Cave. That's what I say. The road actually to Kong Lor from Na Hin, that was one of my favourite roads. It was straight and easy. You know, it's a theme of Laos, I suppose, that feeling of stepping back 100 years. It reminds me of those old-fashioned paintings that you used to see in the UK of medieval folk working in markets. There's cattle everywhere in Laos, all over the roads. There's ducks wandering around, chickens. There are water buffalo walking down the main road. Something which I don't think will work quite so well in the UK, but just feels right in a quiet, dusty old country in the Far East. So next stop, the Rock, and then we got the full-on push back to Thakhek tonight. Good morning from the beautiful Mekong River here back in Thakhek. We have finished the Thakhek Loop. So, what did day 5 entail? Well, we started the day in Kong Lor, down by the cave. We jumped on the bike early on, about 7:30, stopped in the Happy House restaurant, highly recommended, and rode back out of the middle of the loop to the outer circle, which took about an hour and a bit, and made our way to the Rock. A really cool place, and even if you don't do the zip lines, you've got to stop there just for the views and grab something to eat. And after that, we ploughed on. So the loop, was it worth it? It was absolutely fantastic motorbike loop, about 500 kilometres in total the route we did, so all the way round Thakhek, well and truly worth it for something different, inexpensive, bikes were good, just got to look out for those potholes. What would I do differently? I would probably lose a day. I would come down, I would go into Kong Lor on the same day into the cave, and then come back out and leave the following day. Potentially, if you're an advanced rider, you could consider asking them to take your bike through the cave, come out the other side, and you could loop back in reverse back to Thakhek if you didn't want to do the last main road. If you do that though, you will miss the Rock. My thoughts on Thakhek Loop, well, I would say do it now if you can. It's at the very dawn of tourism here. I read yesterday that they are making more plans to develop and promote the area. So there will be more and more bikes, there'll be more and more buses, more and more bungalows. Just what happens when an area like this gets so discovered is just beautiful. So if you can, get here sooner rather than later. And I would say it's a bit of a must if you're in this area. Don't worry too much about being experienced, just take it nice and slow and be mindful of the potholes. I say it's a thumbs up for me for the Thakhek Loop, absolutely. The next stop from Thakhek, we're off to Vientiane. We're getting the VIP bus. This is the end of the road, friends, but fear not, I have plenty of other videos in and around the Far East, Portugal and Spain to come, so don't forget. Like, comment, subscribe. Cheers, bye.